A video conference call is about to get a rude interruption.
That afternoon, I was working from home and I was on an innovation call with about 6 or 7 associates. And I'm hearing some rustling in what was the fireplace.
And I think for the purposes of, town hall, let's just get into
It's my turn to speak, and what I'm trying to do is get a complete sentence out. At the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, something's in here.
let's just get in.
I'm a big Cincinnati Reds fan. I love baseball. And as I'm getting ready to fight or flight, that bat was within arm's reach. Squirrel came down from the chimney. Jules is our fearless nanny. She wrestles now 4 kids that we have, all boys. And if there's one person that I know I can count on, it's Jules. The worst thing about this whole thing is Jules actually wasn't home at the time. So I'm screaming for Jules in an empty house, not knowing that she had left for lunch. I love animals. It's not that I don't like animals. The reality is you can see it jump. And as the squirrel's coming at me, I totally lose concept of everything that's going on around me outside of what I'm facing right there. I had no idea that I was still on that Teams call. They were gasping. They were wondering whether I was getting robbed, whether I was having a heart attack. Oh my gosh. Everybody just saw what happened. I explained to my team that the squirrel was causing all the havoc. So we ended the meeting and ended up rescheduling town hall. It's clear the squirrel was trying to get to the window behind me and get out of the office. He ended up going back up into the fireplace. I called our local animal control to get the squirrel out of the chimney. I'm happy to report that the squirrel was captured in a trap safely and let free outside of my home. It spread like wildfire pretty quickly within our company. There were t-shirts made and some other jokes quickly at my behalf, and I embraced it. My kids do poke fun at me from time to time when they see a squirrel getting close. I'm still known as the squirrel guy to my kids' friends. At the end of the day, I'm grateful that I was able to have this on camera and people can smile and laugh as a result of what happened to me.
Somebody in the kitchen? Holy
I bought the sports car after years of being a mom and driving the minivan. I never had a convertible before, and I loved having this car when the weather was beautiful, top down. She was manual transmission. I love this car so much that I ended up naming her Betty after Betty Ford. So it was a beautiful November day. So I went for a drive, and on the way home, as I do, I stopped to check the mail. Left the car running. Our driveway is quite steep, and I forgot to set the parking brake. I panicked, started running as fast as I could. I was a track star in high school, right? I can sprint pretty fast, so I really did think I was gonna catch it. My momentum starts going faster than my feet can keep up. We did a still shot, and I am just superwoman, just straight as I can be. I got the air knocked right out of me. My neighbor happened to be in the backyard, and I could hear her screaming, "Asia, Asia." So I get up to go and tell her, "I'm okay, I wasn't even in the car." It was probably going 25 to 30 miles an hour when it hit the tree. Betty was totaled. The tree is just fine. The last time I saw her was the day the tow truck took her away and left all the pieces of her beautiful front on the ground. And now I had to find a replacement. I started to fall in love with this pink car. The name of the color is Ruby Star Neo, and so her name naturally became Ruby. I like old lady names. It was 100% my idea to put the video online. And all of a sudden, hundreds of thousands of comments, and basically they all say, "This is why you don't let your wife drive your car." So I would like to make it very clear that that was my car, not my husband's. Women can own their own sports car and women can also drive manual transmission. Now, not all women can remember to set the parking brake.
A camera in North Carolina catches this toddler potty training.
Ward is definitely a mischievous kid. He'll look at you and kind of give you one of those looks like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but it's about to happen. So potty training Ward was a challenge. So we had just gotten a new vacuum for $200. It became his favorite new toy, and he would vacuum up his Legos, he would vacuum up leaves, anything and everything he could put in a vacuum, he tried. I think he just likes to watch things disappear. So I walked in the play room and I look over at the potty and I can see two little brown spots on it and a little bit of liquid in the bottom. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. And so I was like, Ward, did you go potty? He's like, yeah, I go potty. Where is it, buddy? Where did it all go? It's in the vacuum. Oh, he was proud of himself for sure. Yeah, I said, good job, because we gotta be positive with the potty training. Good job on going to the potty instead of in your diaper, but we don't use the vacuum buddy for that. That's not what the vacuum's for. When I was cleaning the vacuum, my wife was like, just get rid of it. I was like, no way. It's 2 days old, it's too new. So I just soaked it and put a lot of Clorox and bleach in it. And honestly, if someone did a smell test with it, they would never know that it was the scene of the crime.
A couple is about to get a surprise visit.
Being up in western North Carolina, up in a national rainforest, essentially, we're surrounded by a ton of wildlife. It's a big appeal for the area, just being with nature and never knowing what you're going to experience.
Right. Every time you walk out the door, there's something. I'm just sitting on the couch with my coffee and my two dogs. And all I hear is Matt scream like Homer Simpson. And I'm like, what in the world? Stop. Matt, stop. I have never in my life heard Matt shriek like that. It was crazy.
It was just so unexpected that the initial reaction was just, is there really a bat inside with us? My brain was saying, get to the door. But in the process of that, the bat was still circling and diving. It swooped right at my head several times.
I always stay cool in high pressure situations. It's my superpower. I just kept saying, Matt, open the door. And he wasn't. He was running around screaming. And so, yes, I was annoyed.
Nobody else was reacting, so I felt like I had to make up for the dog's lack of reaction and Jenny's lack of reaction.
Sometimes I call Matt the nuclear reactor. Matt, let it out! Open the front door! The more Matt moved, the more the bat would swoop at just him, which made me very thankful because I was trying to contain both of the dogs. I just had to keep my cool while that bat chased Matt everywhere.
But what I've since learned is that the best thing to do is actually back yourself up against a wall because bats really can't see.
All right, it's on the ceiling.
Once I got the door open, the bat had perched itself up on a beam on our ceiling, and that was it. It didn't fly after that.
Where's Jason? What? Where's Jason?
Jason is one of the wildlife experts, kind of who you call if you have squirrels in your attic or a bear in your crawl space. How the do you get in here?
I don't know.
We already had called because we knew we still had a few bats outside. We were doing some work on our chimneys and they were coming down our chimney into our screen porch. But it never occurred to me in a million years that there was one inside. I pointed out where the bat was, we showed it to him, and he did his job and safely removed the bat. It was a happy ending. I think if it were to happen again, maybe a little less shrieking.
But that's what made it so funny.
Right.
At this home, a family is trying to move a desk.
Now, Matt, when you start to pull it out, you're going to have to be pretty strong.
I was going to grad school and I decided that I would want a desk in order to become a real scholar. and I was gonna use the desk to do scholarly stuff. And rather than spend money on like a new desk, I decided that I would like to have the very fancy, very heavy, old oak desk that my parents had up in the upstairs of our house.
In other words, you were cheap.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
You don't want to break the gutter, so you just want to have the gutter as like an angling point.
There's only one room upstairs, and it's a spiral staircase to get up. So anything that gets up there has to come over the balcony. So I had decided that we were just gonna pick it up and lift it and set it down without realizing that it's about a 200-pound desk.
It was not 200 pounds. There's some discrepancy about the weight.
Nah, bring it down slowly. Max, you go on the back end.
The plan was simple. Me and my mother are gonna lower it down to my brother, at which point I would run downstairs to help Sam.
I thought that I would be strong enough to lift 700 pounds over my head.
It's getting heavier and heavier.
Now I want you to gently bring it down, and I will let you know when I have it.
When I heard about it, my first question was, don't you want to wait until your dad comes home? And they both were like, oh, no, we got this, we can do it. And I thought, oh, well then, okay. You see how that turned out?
Keep on coming. Give it an angle. Give it an angle, Max. I have the weight, Max.
Sam's yelling at us to give it an angle, and to this day, our family still doesn't quite know what he meant by that. So now, whenever someone says or does something completely imbecilic, we say, oh, give it an angle.
Give it an angle. Yes, now. Max, go. Oh my God, I dropped it. Mom, you're fine. Let go. You're not doing anything.
God bless our mother. She did everything to try to help.
It was a high-pressure situation, and I was 22 years old.
It was very low pressure. It was moving a desk.
You try having 1,000 pounds over your head.
Yeah, Sam likes to make it sound like Abraham Lincoln signed the Gettysburg Address on this desk. His particle board, MDF, whatever you want to call it.
Ready? Nothing. Just let go.
When that desk hit me in the head, I immediately thought, oh, I can balance this. And I take those wobbly steps, and then my next thought is, this is just not gonna end well. It hurt my pride more than anything else.
They're still together, just one leg came out.
I wasn't super concerned that he was concussed. In fact, that didn't even occur to me that he could be. We do think he's still brain damaged.
I think that happened long before this incident.
This can be repaired.
Did you drop it?
We did.
I worked in a high school and I was sitting in a study hall and my phone went ding.
What the hell was that coming from?
From the window.
Did you drop and break the desk?
I didn't even know we had a Ring doorbell, so I had absolutely no idea this was going to be permanently recorded.
Well, I just wish I had a shirt on during the video.
One of the legs is broken.
Would glue that back on though.
And then that can otherwise it's fine.
I did end up taking it to graduate school.
The irony is it only served as basically a shelf.
It was basically a shelf or a giant paperweight. I didn't use it at all. So we didn't have to worry about it again.
Just gotta give it an angle next time, man.
It is silly.
I love Halloween since I was a kid. Trick-or-treaters coming to the door is like one of my favorite things. I love it, and I try to make it really fun for them.
There she is.
I do love wearing an inflatable costume.
Where are you? This way.
I have dressed up as a dinosaur.
Got caught by the branches.
Out walking my dog in the middle of the day, or just random things like that. So my silly side really comes out during Halloween.
You're killing me. Where's her face?
I wanted to surprise you. We moved in 2022, and so we were actually fairly new to the neighborhood. Being this was our first year in the house, I was really looking forward to Halloween that year. I had to get a costume for my sister's Halloween party, and when I saw the chicken, I just thought it was hilarious to me, so I got it. I just remember pacing the house, because you can't sit down in it. For it to stay fully inflated, you have to keep it on. And, talking to my husband, I'm like, what if nobody comes? And that's when I heard the little knock.
What do you say?
Please don't think I'm a creepy neighbor. I was so excited to greet my first trick-or-treater, and he absolutely has a meltdown. I didn't think this through, like, uh-oh, like, I'm new to the neighborhood. Nobody knows me. They may not, they may not appreciate my humor.
Send me your therapy.
I couldn't get out of the thing fast enough, so I'm trying to take the costume off to let him know that it's safe. You know, I'm not a real chicken.
Bye. We'll talk later.
He wouldn't even take candy from me. Like, I was trying to give him candy. He didn't want any. He wanted nothing to do with me.
Thank you, guys.
He cried the whole way down the driveway, and I just felt terrible. So that's when I got the nickname Chicken Lady. That has carried with me. I have had neighbors remind me that, that they still think of me as a chicken lady. And I actually worried about the little boy for the whole year. It never left my mind. I didn't have closure on it until the next Halloween when they came back.
The dogs are losing it.
Oh, that is okay. Wait, the rocks are not for you to take.
Do you remember when you answered the door last year in the chicken costume?
It was. You know that
brings it up.
Was this you? Oh my gosh. Is it you?
You remember the chicken?
Are you the pizza?
Yeah.
I was the chicken.
That was what I was waiting for. And so we had that reunion there, and it was really cool. And that's when I actually got to show them the video. They thought it was hilarious. I'm still gonna dress up. I still think it's hilarious and still have a lot of fun with it. But I did not ever answer the door in an inflatable ever again. I probably won't. This was a one and done.
This man doesn't know he's talking in his sleep.
If it's the lining of the umbilical cord, that's with a spinal. It's an umbilical cord.
He sleep talks all night long.
I generally have no recollection of anything that has happened. The stuff I do, the stuff I say, it's all just bizarre. In my sleep, I've had many jobs. A claims adjuster, a doctor, in a prison, all sorts of different things. Just either funny or just straight up nonsense. My vulva's swollen again.
You don't have a vulva.
This has been going on for at least 20 years that I know of. I did go to the doctor. A normal person, they experience sleep paralysis where they get, they're not moving around anything. Someone like me, though, doesn't experience that paralysis, so I'm constantly essentially acting out whatever dreams I'm having, and apparently I dream quite a bit. Yeah, it's an enlarged one, too, and it's in the back of my throat. It's that dangly thing that hangs down.
Uvula. It still does surprise and shock me at times. I do a lot of laughing at him, but if he's being particularly loud, I just poke him and poke him and poke him until he shuts up.
Go back to sleep, Lauren. Joke's on you, I am asleep.
It just kept getting weirder and weirder, and it got to the point where I insisted he watch himself sleep because he wouldn't believe me.
Well, the first video that I can remember watching, my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe that I'm somehow sleeping while also doing this ridiculous stuff. Jordan.
What are you doing?
Jordan.
I absolutely love egging him on, for sure. I want to see where the dream goes.
Jordan. You can't.
What is she doing?
She put freaking bottle rockets on the fence and wants to launch them over people's backyards.
I was very intrigued because he was actually getting up and getting out of bed, which is a rarer occurrence.
What are you laughing at me for? Jordan. Jordan is my daughter from a previous relationship. I proceeded to start to yell out the door at Jordan, and that's when I woke up like mid saying her name, I believe. Oh no! I'm sleeping, aren't I? It's not often that I actually realize I'm dreaming when I'm doing it. My cousin was like, oh, you should post this on social media. In 24 hours, I had like 1,200 views. Like, man, 1,200 people cared about what I do when I sleep.
I am mortified that our inner sanctum of our bedroom is on display at all times on the internet. I will never be used to seeing my bed head on the screen now.
A surprising scene is about to unfold in this man's backyard.
We live in a rural part of West Virginia. It's a very quiet neighborhood and there's not much excitement unless an animal, livestock gets loose.
I'd had the flu and this was my first time having a coffee on the porch for several days.
We see this guy going crazy, driving, coming towards our house. Oh, I was freaking out. But Mike is a very calm person, so he's just sitting there.
The car cut across into our yard. It was a surprise, although I did not react that way. I was sitting back and watching the show. I was sure he would never make it out of the yard, but he really didn't have any trouble. Now, the police officer, on the other hand, the police car ran over my daughter's bike, hit our swing, then head right into our tree. He wasn't hurt or anything.
the tree does still show some of the damage. I made fun of the cop for hitting it. He was like, oh, well, you know, we'll replace that bike. He took it all in stride. He laughed too. It ended in a crash around 3 miles from our house with the criminal being thrown from the vehicle. He went straight to jail. The next day we saw the mugshot. The driver had decided to go on a joyride, I guess. He had done this same kind of chase 5 years prior. I just jokingly posted it on TikTok.
We thought that the story was the police chased through our yard, but instead everyone made it about the calm sipping coffee, the chillest man in the world or something like that they had made comments about.
It was crazy. Nothing exciting like this has happened since the video.
My camera is still rolling, so we will see.
This man's wife has just received a large delivery.
I know you can hear me. I know you can hear me, huh? What is this? What is all these baggages?
Usually Willie doesn't complain about my shopping habits because I know when to schedule the deliveries. Amazon usually delivers in the evening in our area, but that day I had no idea they were gonna deliver all the items sooner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 baggages.
No.
Oh, so it's about me not noticing it.
Have you ever noticed?
So it's been hidden. And
Hold on. Hold
years
on.
you've been hiding it until I caught it.
That's on you. I've just been strategically delivering at the right times.
Who are you?
I had to sit there and argue with the mailman. I was like, you sure all this is ours? Return it. I don't want them. He's like, somebody ordered them this delivery address.
When I saw him giving me a whole lecture TED Talk, I was confused at first.
Because you're like, I'm busted. There's no run away from this.
I mean, maybe. But when he pulled up the chair, honestly, I started laughing. I was like, okay, come on, like.
Did you order for the whole neighborhood? Is this a Ramadan gift, Eid gift, Christmas gift? What is this? You ordered all Amazon. There's nothing left in Amazon.
I had purchased some clothing items for my children, a
like
lot of home
right?
stuff, kitchen stuff, but you have to understand, I have 3 kids, a husband that's like my kid, so I have to do all the shopping, all the heavy work.
But the delivery guys do the heavy work. You just press the buttons.
Listen, if there's internet, there's shopping. I'll tell you that much.
I'm gonna go distribute them for the neighborhood and sell them $10 a pop. I don't even know what's inside.
At the end of the day, it's not really like, oh, I'm in trouble. No, we're a team. He buys whatever he wants. I buy whatever I want. Forever, until death do us part.
Whatever she says, man, I gotta survive, you know?
What is it that they say?
I mean, happy wife, happy life. That's how it is.
Are you expecting any packages as of now?
That's a tricky question.
What time is it?
In Ohio, a husband is in for a shock.
That's what I have planned for Mo when he comes to look for a cold one. I'm rotten. So we've been together 22 years and married for 20.
Yeah, and laughter, that's the best part of this relationship. We've always played pranks on each other. She always gets the best of me. I mean, deep down, she loves me, but deep down, she loves to scare me.
I started with air horns, just jumping out at him. Well, once I realized he screamed like a girl or Homer Simpson, whatever you want to call it, it just kind of just kept going because it's funny. Just doing any little thing I could
Putting vinegar in my coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Waking me up at midnight, telling me it's time to go to work because it's 6 a.m. Remember that one? Put my shoes on, got dressed, and didn't need to leave at midnight. Remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I can't remember what you...
Because I remember that.
But he is deathly scared of snakes, so you're gonna get the best reaction every time when you see him with snakes. And so the prank in the mailbox, that was one of the first really big pranks I played on him, because I had to think of something that would be something that he did every day, that he would just run into, routine. That would be routine, and he certainly did. He walked right into it.
I believe it was tied with some fishing line to the backside of the lid. So when I pulled the lid out, it came after me and grabbed the first thing that came to my hand. I think it was a garden light. So just in case I had to stab it in the mailbox. I looked at the neighbors and they're just laughing. They know that I screamed like Homer Simpson.
I just missed the whole thing probably by 2 minutes. So when I was pulling up, he was still on the porch and he was screaming at me when I was pulling in.
Still not funny, but maybe in an hour it's gonna be funny.
She's laughing at me, I'm upset, but it fades quick because I'm just like, you got me again and again.
Yep, real good.
It couldn't have been planned better, and his reaction was just, it was priceless. It was exactly what I was looking for.
Yep.
Well, I quit pranking him because he had heart surgery. His doctor told me it was okay that I scare him again, but for my own sanity, I was tried to take it a little easy on him. But I'm not saying it won't happen.
It will. I always think I'm gonna have to get Julie back, and I have tried with fails. She plans it out way more than I do. She may prank me, but I love her to death, so we couldn't do without her.
A family has just heard a strange noise outside their cabin.
It was a family vacation that we took to Sevierville, Tennessee, and we stayed in an Airbnb there.
On our family vacations, one of our main goals, we've always been looking for bears. The grandkids see bears on television, and I watch a lot of wildlife shows. We've stooped as low as going to garbage dumps and hanging out and enduring the stench of garbage to see a bear.
So James and I went out on the porch, so we were sitting out there, and you turn around and it's just, there's a bear on the porch with us. It was very scary.
And the bear, I noticed, seemed to be more aggressive because he was coming directly toward us.
Goddamn black bear on our porch.
One of our sons and James start yelling at the bear, get off the porch. Run like hell.
Close the door. Go, bear, go. Go, go. Go, bear.
At that point, he took off, so we were happy about that.
We were all at the house and we hear, a yell very sternly, get in the house. So we kind of all go to the edge of the porch to see the bear.
Oh, look, I'm standing. Get a picture of that.
What the hell is it doing? There was trash everywhere. I thought, should we be scared? The first thing that came to mind was grab some pots and pans. My thought was that was gonna be the loudest thing. The pots and pans would be so loud that it would scare the bear off.
And then my son, trying to be, the man, takes the pots and pans away from her and starts banging them. He just got out of the shower, had only a towel around him.
The bear was not fazed by it. We all just started running, like, what are we doing? But we all got back in the house. She stayed out in the trash for quite a while. Probably an hour later, she was gone.
I still love bears, but as far as seeing them, I don't have the same zest of finding and seeing a bear while we're camping ever again.
A young woman plans to send a simple text to her mother.
Being recently divorced, when it comes to dating, I don't want to waste time because I really would like to be remarried. And so I have been putting myself out there. I'm not on any dating apps. I've actually only just been meeting men in the wild, but it's not going so well.
Look at the picture I just sent you.
The night before, I was at a bar in Nashville, and I saw this guy. I thought he was super cute, so I was like, I'm just gonna go talk to him. I'm not scared to talk to a guy that I find attractive. And so the next day, I'm at my house with my roommate, Nick. I'm on FaceTime with my mom and dad. And I'm like, hey, I met this guy downtown. You gotta see what he looks like. He's so cute. And my mom and dad go, send me a picture of him. And I'm like, okay. So I get on Instagram and I take a screenshot of his profile and I send it to my mom. And my mom's like, I haven't got it yet, honey. And I'm like, it just went through.
No! I just sent it to him! No!
I sent the picture to him, not my mom. I don't know why I clicked his name. I really don't.
No! Right to it! What was I thinking?
I was freaking out because I really do want to get remarried. So I'm like, okay, this is my chance. I finally met a guy who seems kind of decent. I'm gonna put myself out there. And then what? I look like a psycho because I sent a picture of himself to him? Yeah, not cute.
I don't know how you bounce back from that.
My roommate thought there was no chance for a second date. He was like, no, you're done for. He's like, you're an idiot. I don't know how you made that mistake.
That's funny.
And the fact that my mom is in the corner of the screenshot on FaceTime. I wanted to come up with an excuse, but I don't know what excuse I could have when my mom's in the corner of the picture. I was so worried because it took him 10 minutes to respond.
No!
I was relieved when he said that he didn't care, that it was actually super flattering that I sent a photo. And then to my surprise, he did ask me on a date. And so the next day we went on a day date and we spent the whole day together.
How did that go?
Yeah, you're gonna love this. During our date, I realized he was not the one for me. He's a really nice guy, but there's no romance with this guy. Hard no, hard pass. Should I be saying this? It's fine. I don't really care. This only happened a couple months ago, and since then, I've been on a couple dates, but from here on out, I am super cautious who I send text messages to. I don't ever want to make that mistake ever again.
This mailman is too panicked to move.
I was at work and the notification on my phone happened. I was looking through the Ring camera. The mailman was standing there. In the South, we have a saying called clutching your pearls. He was just kind of like this up against the mailbox.
Hello?
Nothing, I just delivered your mail.
At first, he kind of shooed me off. He's like, I'm just delivering your mail. And I was like, what is going on? Why is this grown man out there looking so frightened?
Oh, okay. Hey, those dogs are crazy. I'm so sorry.
I could hear my dogs in the background, but my dogs were behind 2 locked doors. So I said, that couldn't be it.
Oh, man. I'm up here terrified of the dog's not bothering me.
Oh my God, okay.
Oh, that's what it is. Outside the front door, there is a large park. And then the other side, there was the lake. It is very normal on any given day to have ducks fly in, fly out. The ducks were Muscovies. Muscovy ducks can be very scary looking. They are usually not aggressive towards people at all. However, if someone's not been around ducks and you turn around and you see them coming at you, absolutely, I can understand that.
Just kind of like kick at them, or you got a piece of junk mail you can kick at, like throw at them.
No, man. No, man.
He was like,
Oh, Lord.
Hey, they just want food.
I was like, oh my gosh, those ducks, they are not gonna bother you. But we all have fears that we deal with. And I was, oh my gosh, poor guy. He kind of took a deep breath, mustered up the courage.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, just like run.
In my mind, I could just imagine him running down the hill to the road to get to his mail truck, absolutely. And I was just laughing. Later that afternoon when I got home, I called the post office and I said, hey, I don't know who delivered my mail today, but there's a video he probably wants to see. And they all start yelling, Rod, it's Rod, it's Rod. He told us he got attacked by ducks. And I was like, here's my name and number, please have him call me. About an hour or two later, Postman Rod called me. We giggled and we giggled. He told me he was substituting that day. And so it was his first time to be in that part of the city. He did not know that there was a lake. He did not know there was wildlife. He was afraid of birds. And when he turned around, all he could see were all those ducks coming at him.
Yes, I'm scared of the ducks. That's why I'm seeing here.
We have kept in touch. We have a good laugh every time this comes up. However, I've never met Rod face to face. He has moved out of state, and I really hope it's not because of the ducks.
A camera catches a father playing with his son.
Life with kids at a young age is complete chaos, at least in our house. And it's fun chaos, but it's chaos.
We have 3 children. Luca loves to stir up trouble. I don't think I leave Michael unattended with him often, only because he is a lot more work and I just know the kind of trouble he gets himself into. I definitely remind you a few things. Make sure he doesn't put stuff in his mouth. Don't let him slip in the bath. There's moments where I have to remind Michael of Luca's capabilities.
No.
I decided to take him outside, a little father-son bonding, you know, just kind of explore. And all of a sudden I said, you know what, I'm going to put him on the hood because I want to gain some trust and see if he'll listen to me. I don't know what I was thinking.
I think there was a lack of brain power there. I don't think he was thinking.
Oh my God. Come here. Come down.
I was almost baffled, like, why is my baby sitting on top of a car right now?
Mick, how are you getting him down?
Holy
Mick!
I gave him like an inch and he took a mile. I'm like, oh crap. He's going to the deep end by himself.
Oh my God, Daddy's dingleberry. Because Luca's gonna fall off the car.
Michael has had many dingleberry moments. This was definitely the worst of them. He's heard it many times that I feel like I have 4 kids.
The doors were locked, so I couldn't open the door and stand on the side of the car and try to grab him. I couldn't go up the sunroof.
Oh my God, Mick! Come to Mama.
My mama bear instincts kicked in and I had to get down there as fast as possible.
I'll lock your door. I'll lock your door. No, I'll lock your door.
I am going to I'm here. I'm here. No, Luca.
There was no question in my mind. I was going up that car in order to grab him and save him.
Thankfully, our son was okay, and Mommy saved the day.
This situation just proved everything to me, that I have to be responsible for 4 humans and a dog, and not just 3 children.
She's always wanted 4 kids, so I've given it to her. I've given her this
extra responsibility.
Passion of life.
Yell at him. Yell at him.
It's not his problem that it's Dad's.
In Maryland, a woman prepares to do some gardening.
I love planting different flowers. It's just kind of a little getaway from the house and all the indoor chores. We had a 2-month-old baby at home, very colicky, didn't sleep, and we, just very sleep deprived on my part. I had my golf cart carrying all my supplies, and I went to go move a bag of potting soil over, and it landed and got stuck on the gas pedal. The golf cart was headed towards our well. If it had stayed straight, I think I would have been okay. But then it just took a sharp left and threw me off.
My daughter all of a sudden says to me, "Hey, Dad, the golf cart's running through the yard." But then she said, "Dad, it's going really fast and Mom is chasing it." So I get up thinking, this is going to be funny to watch.
The golf cart went about 2 football fields in length before it crashed into the fence. I was just very happy when it finally stopped so I could get to it. The fence was our neighbor's fence. They have a 13-acre farm next to us. The golf cart went straight into the horse pasture, and I thought, oh my gosh, these horses are gonna get out.
By the time I made it outside, it had already crashed through the fence and it stopped. The first thing I thought was exactly what came out of my mouth. How in the world did this happen? And what do I get to fix next? I really thought the golf cart was going to be in a much worse state than it was. The horses weren't anywhere near the opening of the fence, and I was delighted to see that there was just a few boards that had to be replaced, so it was a quick fix.
We've been married over 20 years. He's very used to my mishaps, and he takes it like a champ. Afterwards, I see people in public and they're like, "You're the golf cart girl." And I'm like, this is what I'm known for? I thought I would be known for better things. I still do my gardening. They haven't taken the golf cart keys from me yet.
In Ohio, a woman spots a nest above her door.
I first noticed the birds when I was coming home late at night, and I heard this little shutter up on the light post, and I realized there was a robin mother bird sitting on her nest, and I saw the 3 baby birds pop up. Being a big animal lover, I was very excited to have a baby bird's nest on our porch. I definitely said hi to them every day, and we kind of had this little agreement where I would walk right underneath her and nothing would happen.
I avoided the front door at all costs, just not to spook them and cause flight.
I was waiting for the day that they kind of just took off and left, and I knew that the nest would be empty, but I kind of, unfortunately, made their flight a little sooner than I think they expected as well.
Hi, birdies!
I think that what made this day different was having the letter in my hand. I did think that the wave was just an innocent gesture. But the flap of the envelope kind of maybe making a wing noise along the lines of maybe one of their predators got them all to jump out at the same time. 2 of them jumped out into the yard, and one of them got stuck in between our storm door and our front door. I immediately panicked. I'm screaming from my soul because I'm terrified of what had just happened. I grabbed my daughter and I opened the door to let out the baby bird, and now the mama bird hears it chirping and it's frantic, and she's after me and my baby bird.
I was able to get my phone and I called our local nursery and they just kind of advised me he should be just fine as long as he can hop still away with Mama Bird. I opened the door just enough to have the little baby bird jump out, and that's what he did. Mama Bird then found him in the yard and guided him to the other 2 birds that were already across the street. I had noticed after a couple hours that they had taken up a new home in my neighbor's pine tree. The next day, the organization I called, they said at that stage of life, they're gonna find somewhere else to kind of make their home. And they said, go ahead and take the nest down. They're not going to return.
I was definitely glad that we weren't gonna be surprise attacked.
I feel absolutely terrified by birds now. They didn't bother me before, but as much as the situation traumatized me, I do feel good knowing that they were all safe somewhere else.
This rollerblader is stopping to talk to a neighbor.
I have been skating since I was probably 4 years old. Going back to Evel Knievel, I've always wanted to go fast and jump over things and rollerblade or ride my bike as fast as I could possibly go.
He is an adrenaline junkie.
It's very hard to quell the adrenaline junkie. Yes. I happened to see a car in a guy's garage with the door open. I am an amateur racer, been doing that for 15 years, and we are building a country club racetrack in our area. And so I stopped by his house just to talk with him about his car.
He's always drooling over cars. That is his love, besides me, his wife. Sometimes
My second love.
I always say I'm not quite sure where I stand. Sometimes cars is above me.
As I'm standing at the door waiting for him, I'm thinking I'm gonna turn around and take a look at the car. My left foot just slipped right out.
I thought it was hilarious that he fell standing still, like a cartoon character.
The first thing that came to my mind when I hit that concrete was I have to get back up, because if this guy walks out and sees me laying on his front porch...
You really think you're a weirdo.
Yeah,
Why is there a weirdo laying on my porch?
How you doing? I'm sorry. You good? No. When he came out, I think he was baffled, quite confused.
You having like a heat stroke?
No, I slipped and twisted my knee. Oh, Jesus. I realized within about 10 seconds that I was not able to stand up. I was trying to play it as cool as possible, laying on my back, writhing in pain.
10 out of 10 pain is what he said to me.
Yeah, it was probably 10 out of 10 pain.
Could you do me a favor? Yeah.
Could you call my wife?
Yeah, man. Do you want to get these things off, man?
No, let me just...
Here, I'll keep calling.
Just say, hey, it's okay, yeah.
My phone kept buzzing, and I don't answer the phone if I don't know who it is.
Are you just rollerblading through here?
Text her, calling for Steve. He needs your help.
I got a text saying, hey, I have your husband here. I'm like, I'm coming to get you. Just stay right there. I'm on my way.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
See your car guy.
Yeah.
I was going to talk to you about cars. He helped me to stand, then my intention was to skate back home. And
when I got there, he was indeed on his skates. And I was like, in the car. Get those skates off. Let's go. You're getting in the car.
So 3 or 4 hours after I fell, my knee hurt so bad I couldn't walk. And at that point in time, we went to the emergency room. They said I just strained the knee, and then we saw the orthopedic a couple days later, and he said, if you do this again, the next time it's knee replacement surgery. I ended up on crutches for about 2 weeks, taking pain meds, and now I'm fine. I just wear a knee brace to give me added support. Since I haven't been able to rollerblade, I've been riding my bike to get my speed thrill. Not quite the same as rollerblading, but it'll do.
In Louisiana, two neighbors are celebrating a special day.
Hey! Hey! How are you? Hey!
It was Father's Day morning. Joe went outside and he left the front door completely wide open. So me and the kids start hearing him yelling. I was like, who is yelling all this at?
It's today, your day. You know what I believe today is? Today is your day. That's your day. It's all about us.
Joe and Bryce grew up with each other. They were always like close, but their friendship definitely grew when we moved into the same neighborhood.
Yeah, their bromance kind of grew over the years a lot.
Let's do this, baby. Let's do this. Today is your day.
This is completely normal behavior for them. I mean, you never know what they're gonna do. We've caught them in the kitchen dancing. We'll catch them in the garage making odd voices. They're just odd.
Your day. Your day. Your day. Hey, Dad. Your day.
They both love being dads. But the kids get embarrassed. My daughter's always like, Dad, really? Do you have to do that now?
I see him and Bryce doing these kicks.
It's your day. Oh my God, he did the flipping flip.
I mean, I'm surprised hamstrings weren't pulled and we had to bring him to the ER after this.
Your day. Your day. Do a little twirl. Do a little twirl.
I feel like the neighbors around us know about their bromance, and it makes people laugh.
I can't stand you.
The boys love celebrating themselves because, I mean, every day of the year is about us. So I guess like one day for them, they know that it's their day.
That's because I just got it all on camera.
I posted it to TikTok, not thinking anything of it. Then I came back in and checked my phone. My phone was like blowing up. I absolutely loved reading the comments. There were so many people who wanted to know where we live because they wanted to buy a house in our neighborhood. Like dads tagging other dads, be like, we need to start doing this.
Let's do this, baby. Let's do this.
We would not change either one of our husbands.
We knew who we were marrying before we married them, so that's who they are. We love them for it.
This little girl has to explain why she can't come out to play.
On this day, I was actually prepping for a colonoscopy I was going to have, and I wanted to be able to help prep Emma to let her know what was going on at a 6-year-old level. So I was like, hey, Emma, I'm about to drink this drink, and it's going to clean my insides out so they can take a picture of me tomorrow, but I need you here because I need you to be my big helper today. Of course, the minute the prep hits, the doorbell rings. Cue Emma.
Lights, camera, action.
Yeah.
One of them is home, but she's gonna poop like crazy, okay? No, I'm not. Stop. It's not funny.
When I was sitting in the bathroom, I can hear the voices, but can't quite make out what's being said. But I can hear that her tone of voice it almost sounds like she's like serious.
She has to get surgery when it's over. It's not funny at all. I was being protective because she's my mom and I care about her.
I was at work. We get the notifications when someone shows up at the door. I just so happened to look at the camera and I was able to see the interaction of the video live and started laughing quite a lot at work.
My wife texted me and she's like, you have to watch the doorbell video. I was like, uh-oh, like, what am I about to view here?
I think she already started. She started already. Oh, it's bad.
Honestly, when she said that, it was 100% her. That's just her personality.
I always like to say, kids will say what we're really thinking. Like adults don't say that stuff, but I'm like, you're right.
So you can't play? Well, I can ask.
She comes right upstairs to tell me that the neighbor boys are here, I want to go play. And so I was like, honestly, if you really want to go play now, you can. We did get a text message from the mom, you know, saying that, hey, boys were talking about some conversation they had with Emma about poop. But at that point in time, I'd already had the video, so I went ahead and sent it to her. She thought it was hilarious. I thought, you know what, maybe it's too much, but I'm gonna post it on the socials and see what happens. It went crazy.
She started already. Oh, it's bad.
I'm actually a nurse, so when my members are going through this, I actually will send them the video as kind of a lighthearted, make you feel better about the prep and stuff.
She's gonna poop like crazy, okay?
I have honestly been showing it to everybody since.
What?
A camera catches a girl running away from home.
I'm moving away. No one wants me in their house.
I have 3 children. Joey is my middle child. She's 6 years old. And then I have Michael. He's my oldest. He's 9. And then we have little Judah at home. She's 1. When Joey found out that she was going to be a big sister, I don't think that she realized that the baby was actually going to stay there the whole time. So having to share mommy took a bit of adjusting too.
I felt like no one was paying attention to me.
Everyone's in the house. Michael was putting away the dishes and Joey was supposed to be upstairs cleaning her room. I was definitely expecting some pushback. I didn't know it was going to be as extreme as her wanting to run away from home though.
Are you moving to Pam's house? No. So Pam's house. Mexico.
My mom lives about 2 blocks away from me and they call her Pama. I buy them their own snacks so that they don't have to touch mine. But instead of going in the kitchen and grabbing her things, she grabbed my snacks. She grabbed my rice cakes and put them in her bag along with the juice, and she packed the dress as well. And she was all set to go to Mexico. I guess that's all you need.
I was thinking to go to Mexico and get a hotel and eat some tacos. No, you can't. You can't go on a plane without that.
It's not like every day you have to stop your sister from going to Mexico. I was not expecting her to move because all she does is just bark, but not like bite.
I was watching the camera and I saw that she was just kind of standing there like in protest. And I'm like, girl, if you're going to Mexico, take me with you because I need a vacation. I didn't even feel the need to like really interject because Big Brother had it. It seems like he handled it well.
You better not cross that street. Eddie!
I was like, well, where did she get that from? Because we're not a military family. And apparently one of her favorite TV shows, they say that a lot. I guess she felt it was the appropriate response at the time.
It's because that means bye. I was hoping someone was gonna come and get me.
I think eventually she came inside for a couple of reasons. Number one, it was cold. And I think she kind of realized like, well, how am I gonna make it to Mexico if I can't cross the street? I definitely knew that it was just kind of like a cry for attention. She did clean her room that night, but then we got to hang out for a little bit and have a little mommy and Joey time. So Joey, do you still want to go to Mexico?
No, I still don't want to go to Mexico. Better not cross that street. Eddie!
An October windstorm has this mom in a panic.
What do I do?
Halloween is the biggest deal in our family. It is our favorite holiday by far. One of the big Halloween stores went out of business. Everything was like 90% off or more. So my youngest son, Leopold, spotted this big box on the bottom shelf. It didn't have any markings on it or anything, so I didn't even realize the scale of this pumpkin.
All the pegs were utilized, all the ropes were tied down. When it was up and running, the thing didn't move, but we knew the weather sometimes turns around about Halloween.
Oh my God. Can I just light the pumpkin?
I had just picked the kids up from school and all of a sudden the wind started whistling and I looked outside, then I saw one of the tethers go.
I'm at work and as most people, they get the notifications on their phones to say, hey, there's someone at your front door, and I turned it on to see what was outside.
What do I do about the pumpkin? Should I unplug it? Oh my God, it's taking out the corner of the street!
The pumpkin was so big that it would have taken out cars, it would have taken out bicycles, walkers. It
Small
was just,
children.
I mean, in my head, I was worried about the news, I was worried about getting sued, and I was not gonna let go of that pumpkin,
No.
not happening.
Don't worry, I'm out. Stay down!
My kids kept running out to help, but the wind was whipping so hard and the tethers were just lashing everywhere. I just kept telling him to get back into the house.
Leopold, it's Dad. Can you hear me? Hey, buddy, unplug it.
I did unplug it.
I don't think Katie was aware. If you unplug it, it takes about 20 minutes to deflate. There's nothing I can do, right? By the time I've driven back, the pumpkin can be in the lake, my wife could be stuck in a tree, and who knows what else is going on. So I'm just trying to calm everybody down. They've been taught at school about calling 911 to ask for help. Leonard, listen to me, Leonard. So our youngest, and he actually dialed 54321. And when nobody was answering, he actually threw the phone and broke the phone.
Come home! Come on! Don't go like that! Run away!
I got air at one point and I thought it was going to take off. Literally 12 minutes, I was hanging on for dear life to this thing.
Oh my God.
And then finally, when it got deflated enough, I was exhausted. I just surrendered to the pumpkin.
Oh my God. Stay in the house. Let me just take pictures of you.
One of my favorite parts of everything was my eldest goes out and takes a photograph with the pumpkin just completely wrapped over the top and around her.
I look back and I was like, yes, this is mom strength 101. I definitely went through the neighborhood around Christmas time though, and I would see like another inflatable. I'd be like, yeah, I can take it. Oh, I got that one. Yeah, don't worry. Call me if you need some help.
What's the plan for next year? Is the pumpkin coming up?
100%, yes. Yeah.